You don't want to do it?
How
you scared?
I'm not scared.
We got mad space.
So you're going to move all these cameras to fit this?
We're just going to move it back a little bit.
This is going to be to make the people watch all the way to the end. They want to know, how did he get this Joker to play this game?
And they're going to see. You act like you don't want to play it.
I want to play, but
okay, so let's go.
How are you going to do this?
So we're going to move that.
All right.
We're going to move.
We good on the mic because I'm mic'd
back.
up. So
we're going to move that
we're
back.
We're recording this.
We're going to move this.
What audio we're recording this?
We're going to move this.
I'm asking you, you okay? You comfortable with that?
That's fine, bro.
Don't say nothing crazy.
What I'm going to say?
Because if you say something crazy, it'll make me say something crazy. So...
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Matt. Welcome back to the Matter of Fact podcast, man. I want to thank all the OG supporters, been with me since day one. I want to thank the new people coming in, liking, subscribing. Please keep doing all of that. I really appreciate y'all for real, man. But I'm mad excited about today's episode. I ain't gonna lie. This one's with my brother. And I ain't gonna lie, this might be the best episode. I ain't gonna lie. And it don't hurt me to say that, but it's like, I don't want to say that because I know this person's ego and they just gonna go through the roof after I just said that. So, I was really feeling it. But as y'all know, man, I introduce all my guests, and since this is my brother, I gotta introduce him the right way. So this dude, he's one of the top influencers in the world. I ain't gonna lie. He's a CEO of his own media company.
Bull caught me an influencer.
He has his own nonprofit, Let's Move.
Amen.
He got a master's degree in counseling.
Amen.
He's a therapist, a clinician. He's a host of his worldwide show, What's the Word? As he says himself, he's a son, a brother, a friend, a servant, and a newfound husband.
Amen.
He also look a little bit like Frozone. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my boy Albaner C, Eugene Jr.
So I'm just letting y'all know right now,
right.
This is my brother. My little brother.
No,
one of my favorite little brothers.
Wow.
It's gonna be a really good episode.
Say the age difference.
You know, we like to joke and we like to play, and so I wanted to come on here. He told me he needed some subscribers, he needed some engagement, and so we're gonna hopefully get people to watch and tune in. And so I'm grateful that you said this is gonna be the best one.
Thank you, bro.
I don't know about the ego thing, but I'm excited to be here, and I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. It's not something I wouldn't say off camera. You already know that.
Yeah.
He's doing great things. You guys stay tuned in, stay plugged in. But yeah, I'm excited to be here.
That was beautiful, bro. Thank you. I want to give you flowers as well, because you've really been a real impactful person in my life. Just to give you your flowers publicly as well. Like a whole bunch of times, like you always been there, bro. Somebody I can always count on. So I really appreciate you.
Amen. Amen.
Now, I brought you on here today, bro, because this podcast is all about perseverance, but it's about people who've persevered through the goal that they set out in life, career goal that they set out to go and reach that goal, and all the obstacles that they faced along the way in reaching that goal, how they got over those obstacles, continue to push on, persevere, and make it to their destination of their career lifestyle. But you're completely different because you're doing something that you didn't really plan out to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like your story can help so many people, because it's many people that give up on not give up on their dreams, but they may have to switch their career lifestyles suddenly. Once they give up one thing, have to go into another thing.
For sure.
And it was kind of the same thing. You just went into it, but now you're flourishing in this new career that you have.
Amen.
So starting out, like, what was your career lifestyle first before all of this happened?
You mean, for me, bro, like, it sounds crazy, but like you could probably relate to it. Like, I grew up single parent household. I seen my mom struggle like crazy.
Right.
I seen her, like, the whole old McDonald's money thing. Like, I seen her at McDonald's tell us, like, don't get nothing over a certain amount. And then I see my hungry behind brother and my sister want everything on the menu, and I'm like, I ain't gonna get nothing, because every time we hear my mom make it seem like if she buy this for us, that's the last meal for life type jam. So I always witnessed my mom being low on funds, and my mindset just became like, all right, like, I need to probably make some money to really help my family. Like, I need to make money to help my mother out. Like, I'm tired of seeing her struggle. I'm tired of seeing her say things like, hey, y'all, money's low, so like we can't have too much of this, or we can't do too much of that. And so like I grew up with just this idea, okay, what can make me some money? Like, I never wanted to go to college. I never really wanted to do a typical 9 to 5. I just knew like I probably should do something to make me some money. And so like I did know that I could sell stuff. Like I love to talk, and I'm like, well, maybe like I should be in like sales. And so like that wasn't a reality for me in high school. And at that point, I'm like, I just need a job. And so I started working at ShopRite. I was too young to work with money, so they had me like bagging people's stuff. It was crazy. And then I actually got old enough to be a cashier.
Wow.
And so, I just, in high school, I'm just trying to get something at this point. To make a long story short, after that, and then me and my mans was talking about like how we love shoes and like merchandise and clothes. So this spot opened up in Adidas, and it was just like real entry level. So they was letting anybody in there. And at this point in my life, it's like, I know I could sell a lot, but my report on my little note was like, this guy most likely won't sell anything, so put him in the back with the stock. Okay. And I'm hurt, because you know me, I'm not trying to lift a lot of stuff. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So I just did it though. But with training and development and a lot of practice in the years that I worked there, like I ended up, to God be the glory, becoming the top salesman in the district for 6 months straight. Like I learned how to talk to all types of people, every nationality, bro, like every age. And like that was my world. It got to the point where literally some of the people, we had an Apple store right next to us, and they all got like these financial reports of like the sales going on. And to some degree, my name was on the list of like who are some of the top salesmen in the district. Yeah. And so they had reached out and was like, hey, listen, we have an opportunity for you. Like we'll fly you out to California. We have your own position. Like your job would be like to literally convert people who are working with like Dell computers, anything that's not Apple related, to convert them to Apple products. And I was like, well, that's lit, because I love Apple and I'm always big on trying to convert Android users to like Apple products. And then they were like, yeah, and like you'll be able to specialize in things like Final Cut. And I'm like, oh, that's really fire, because I love film. And so here I am thinking to some degree, like I could pursue a little bit of my film that I really, really want to do, right, but also with sales, which I feel like I can do, quote unquote, to be successful and make some money. Like, you know how most households be like, yo, what are you doing that's gonna make you some money? So that was my role, sales, marketing. And I'm thinking this is like it for me. Long story short, I think you know this, but if you don't, I wanted to go to film school to just like pursue the film, but my mom was like, nah, you're not doing that. You gonna go get your education. So that's when I ended up going to Montclair State. And at first I thought, well, what do people go to school for? I literally didn't know that there's other majors outside of business. So I just went for business. Like, I'm like, well, business is what I need so that I could get a good job, make some money. Hated it. I was going through it, hated all my classes. I'm seeing all these students, they mad happy. And I'm like, well, I'm doing something wrong. And then I came to realize that most students come to college and change their major. Like, it's a very normal thing. So I was like, I bet I need to change my major. And at this time, I do have a walk with God. So I felt it on my heart that He was really leading me to do something that I really, really enjoy, which is doing stuff with people, dealing with people, talking to people. Right. That's when I had the option to do either communications or counseling. So I'm like, all right, well, dang, which one should I choose? And He just really showed me, like, I really have a heart to help people. And so, like, I was like, counseling is going to be the thing that I do. And at this point, counseling is on my radar, but like sales and merchandise is what my really world. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think your question was just that. So I'm going to stop there before like anything really transition. But sales and marketing, and hopefully, meaning I didn't know at this time, but I was praying that one day I'll get into film. But the thing that was going to be my job was sales. Right.
I mean, I'm just saying, because it's like, even with a background of sales, it's like how do you even step into like being a counselor? And like, because I mean, it's just the background of talking to people and opening up to people. And I guess like, not saying you persuading people into buying something to go to your counseling sessions, but like.
But the similarities is this, now that I think about it. I'm persuading you to buy a product. Yeah. In counseling, I'm persuading you to believe in yourself. I'm equipping you with all the information you need, let's say, to buy into the idea that, you're gonna make it. And if you just apply yourself or challenge your thinking or heal in these certain ways. So I think that's the correlation. I never thought about that though. That's literally off the dome right now. I never thought about the correlation because I wasn't stepping into counseling just yet. Like as an undergrad, the major that I would go into is technically psychology. Once you finish your psych stuff, then you can go on into counseling. So at that point, I'm still in sales. I just know that I probably am going to be like a counselor one day. I could see that, so to speak, because I just really enjoyed helping people.
And this was like your college life.
Yeah, all college.
After college, graduating, I mean, was that like you were still doing sales as a job?
Well, right before graduation is when, this is funny, we're gonna talk about the church a little bit. So the church had reached out to me and was like, yo, you know, we already see what you do with your camera.
Okay.
We love the pictures you take. You know, we see all the skills you have. Like, would you want to come, like, just be full time at the church? At this time, nobody is a fan of this because, like, working for a church, especially at that point in time, like, it wasn't
It's
like
not cool.
Well, that wasn't cool. It just wasn't. Again, see, is it gonna make you money? Is it the normal
Okay.
traditional
Right.
route?
Yeah.
I was super young. My mom is like, yo, you're gonna dedicate all your time to the church. That's not wise. You're young. And then, you know, church stuff comes with stuff. So like everybody had their concerns about what comes with working for a church. Like, it's really a challenging position. It's not no regular, like, it's like, yes, you're working. So it's like, okay, you have a job to do, but then you have like this duty to God that kind of can make it tricky. And so like, no one really wanted me to take that route. It just got to a point where I really felt like God was really calling me to get involved in the ministry.
Yeah.
But not in a way like, you know, like, oh, I'm going to be like a preacher.
Right.
Just literally, I just felt God like leading me to just start building the church. And it just helped that, you know, we have a very family church. And so like, I was just like, you know what, God, like, I'm going to trust you. And at that point in time, it took 2 months, but at that point in time, like, I really made a decision to like leave sales, marketing, all behind, so to speak, to come work for my church.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how hard was it to even do that? Because, you know, it's like of being in something that you know so well,
For sure.
and then just switching over to a whole completely different field. It's like
Sure.
you just uncomfortable. Like, was you like scared at first? Or?
Super scared. And I'll say something I think most people could relate to. I was looking for confirmation that the decision I was going to make was
it was
right,
a good one, yeah.
but I didn't get it from nobody that I wanted it from. So the challenge was, okay, God, like, I'm really trusting you.
Right.
Everybody like, bro, if you don't work, you don't eat. So you gonna quit your job because, oh, God wants you working for a church. Like, my boss, she was even like, Al, like, I really care about you. Like, I'm concerned though. Like,
Yeah, because it sounds
yeah,
crazy.
like,
Like,
so you're gonna work for a church? Like, you're young, you know, you have a bright future. Like, are you really gonna? And I'm really like, dang, God, like, and I really got frustrated. Watch this though. So the people I wanted to affirm the step were not affirming of the step. People I really didn't want affirmation from were the ones that was confirming the step though.
Yeah.
So it was like, dang, like, I'm getting confirmation from a place that's not really familiar for me. And then I asked God, I'm like, God, I'm really struggling though. Like, I need you to make it clear to me. He says, son, I'm bringing you into a season of your life where you're beginning to trust my voice and my voice alone.
Yeah.
And although I still had confirmation, the last step was I really just have to just trust God. You know what I'm saying? With my entire life. And so it's crazy, but 10 years later, and the journey really looked like me just one day at a time. Like I said, it took me 2 months from hearing what God told me to do to the day I felt the lift of like, yo, like, it's time.
Yeah.
It took 2 months of just me like, bro, I'm about to really leave my job, put my 2 weeks in. And so when that 2 months was over, I felt the lift. I went to my boss and I was like, yo, like,
I'm out of here.
I said, I'm gonna put my 2 weeks in. She was like, okay. Cause she was just wanting to support me. But you know, they all celebrate what God has done in my life now. But at that time, bro, nah, it was definitely scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause
For sure.
I said out to my dad, he would have been like, yeah, all right. Like, I ain't doing about this.
Oh, my dad too, bro. I'll say something for the podcast so people can relate. My dad was not for any of it. He was like, he told me straight to my face, and he can handle this. He said, yo, if I raised you, you would never spend that much time at that church. I was crushed. Here I am, like, bruh, like, come on, I need you to affirm me right now.
Yeah, I was about to say,
bro. And then so, you know, that's
me.
at that point too. Stuff with my camera starting to pop off, so to speak. And like, you know, me and him had just started getting close. We just like reconnected, and my camera fell out my bag one day, and I was like, dang, because he a Caribbean father, so like they only care about a job that's gonna make you some money. So when he see my camera fall, he's like, oh. So that's what you're doing now? You think that's gonna make you some money? And I'm just like, bruh, like, honestly, I just want to go upstairs to my room. Like, you let me stay here, I appreciate it. But like, I don't need that right now. And how he got on board with just the camera stuff, I had to do a photo shoot for his daughter, which is my sister. He basically, like, he was like, yo, like, I seen what you did. Like, I seen your work. And like, I think it's really good. And so that's what made him like be more ease up on like the fact that it's not a traditional job.
Yeah.
But he saw like, all right, you have skill. So he'll let up. You know what I'm saying? So it was a very scary time.
Right.
Very scary.
Well, at what point, like, in doing all of that, did you finally start to see some type of like progression or like some success in it, and you was like, okay, well maybe this thing might like
In the
turn
ministry
out
or
to
the
be
camera
kinda-
stuff?
In the, I say in the ministry, yeah,
Um,
because like you just stepped away from a whole like,
yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think at that time what was my gauge of success, because honestly, bro, like I really just wanted to serve well, not
Right.
even trying to be cliche. Like I don't, you know, obviously at the church that we go to, there was no real gauge of success that I could be like, okay, if I do this, this is successful for me. It was just more like I wanted to just serve well. I just wanted to be known as a good servant. I wanted to make sure my pastors were taken care of. I wanted to see us grow.
Right.
But I just knew that would come if we just served well. You know what I'm saying? It's at a time where what is there now, it wasn't there. Like, so there's so many things that I just wanted to make sure I was doing my part, doing my job. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to learn ministry. I was trying to learn how to really carry yourself.
Right.
I was trying to learn how to treat church like a job. I was trying to make sure I didn't make my job keep me from just receiving the word. Like it was a time of just learning and just making sure I'm doing my job well. Which, shout out to Francisco, he's here. He used to always come up to me and he used to bother me. Him and his brother, they used to be like, yo, doing a good job. And I was like, why do they be telling me that? It used to really get on my nerves. But it really was my heart. I just wanted to serve well. So that was my gauge of success. I think just knowing that things were getting done, people felt special. Like there was a comment, the old secretary that was there and one of the ladies that was in the reception area, they just was like, oh, Al, like you bring us joy when you here.
Right.
And I felt like that was a special day for me, because that really made me like, you know, feel a sense of purpose. Like, all right, my presence is making a difference. Because anybody that knows our church, I'm very peculiar. Like I'm full of life, full of joy. I love to make people laugh. I love to make people smile. And so when they said that, you know, like we have a very older church. So like here I come, this young, fresh on fire, loud, obnoxious, exciting energy. To hear some of the older ladies be like, yo, you bring us joy here in the staff. Like you bring us excitement here during the week. I just felt like, you know what, this is dope.
Fuel.
I knew I was being a blessing. So I guess that was success for me.
Yeah, because and that like kind of answers the whole question to the conversation, because it's like you really didn't plan like to be who you are
At
now,
all.
and it kind of just like came along.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a testament to you and like what you was doing, bro.
Man, to God be the glory, bro. Because I just was saying yes, didn't know where I was going. I just kept saying yes.
Now, was it ever a point where you starting this journey, seeing that you left a certain life behind, that you felt like you failed yourself?
I don't feel like I failed, only because I see how God has used my expertise in communicating with so many different types of people. The fact that I can gather so many people around the world, bro.
Yeah.
Literally to just enjoy an event about the Bible, bro. I see how God has used all of the training that he did in me in the sales and the marketing. Like anybody that knows me, I love a good promo.
Yeah.
One thing about me, bro, I'm a promo. I'm gonna get excited about promo because it's the marketing in me. It just gets a little tricky because there's a thin line between marketing and ministry. But we're not gonna get into that because I want to have some fun and I don't want to be too deep. But yeah, so no, I never felt like a failure. Anybody that has watched any of my work, bro, you see like we always was having so much fun, like with the Momentum projects, gathering all these people together. Everything that I've done has always involved gathering mad people together and just doing something, talking, engaging, creating. And it's just like, bro, like, I'm not even gonna lie, for me to see how many people have been impacted by my life and my yes, bro. And what I mean by impacted, not just, well, first and foremost priority, to see all the people that have come to know who God is and solidify our own walk for themselves, but then to see them grow in their gifts and their talents, bro. Like one of them here today, Naj is here. Like she went from, this girl had a very traditional, let's say, pursuit, like growing up in an environment where she had to have this type of job or this type of thing. And to see people like her and a lot of people like that we know that have grown to have more creative approaches to life and feel free.
Right.
To know that they made the best decision, even though it's not traditional. And even though if it don't make no money up front fast, so to speak, as long as they're content knowing they're doing what they love, to me, bro, like I sleep very well at night knowing that. Because I know there's so many people that are pursuing their dreams. It's beautiful. He about to have a heart attack coughing again. Yo, what's good, my guy?
Nah, that's beautiful, bro. But I mean, just knowing you, like you've always been a person that tried to bring community together and
For
stuff
sure,
like
bro.
that. So I appreciate your yes. I'm actually a product of your yes. Doing this whole thing is just like, if it wasn't for you, bro, I probably wouldn't have done a lot of stuff. So
Amen.
personally, I thank you for that as well, bro.
See, I'm a
But,
salesman. I just sold y'all the vision.
I mean, I guess you could say that. But you
Yeah,
ain't
bro.
really, like,
But nah, to God be the glory, bro. Nah,
Right.
you,
But,
you inspire me too.
oh wow.
There's not about to be no moment for you. Finish
That
the
was
podcast.
beautiful,
It's like,
bro.
nah, just
No,
playing.
yeah.
No.
You wanna lean in on
you
that,
do
or
inspire
like-
me. You do. All of you guys. You guys, I told you, my cheat code, see, now the world's going to get it. My cheat code was always this. I didn't care about if the world was impressed.
Yeah.
I didn't care about if all these strangers was so hyped to meet me or see what's the word or see a video. If y'all wasn't impressed, if y'all wasn't like, this is fire. When y'all see me all the time,
Yeah.
y'all hear me all the time. Y'all done heard every video. I mean, y'all are the reason why the videos get created. So like for me, it's like if y'all are not moved, if y'all are not inspired, I'm not really doing a good job. It's easy to inspire the world because they don't really know you. And when jokers get up and close and personal, they really start rocking with you. And for me, like y'all move me to be better. Y'all move me to show up. I don't know if y'all think I was always excited to show up, but like y'all, like I couldn't quit because of y'all. I couldn't run or just compromise or just give up on some weird, I couldn't. Like you guys pushed me to be better. And I knew if y'all was gonna be at What's the Word, or if y'all come to any event, when we did the movie theater events, when we did the momentum stuff, if y'all come there and y'all not like, dang, like Al raising the bar, then forget it, bro. So I always built in a way like, not, oh, if I'm in Atlanta, well, Atlanta saw this video, but Texas didn't, so I'm gonna keep it the same. I'm like, nah, but my people gonna be in the room. I need them to always see that I took it to another level. You know what I'm saying? So that really, bro, that junk inspires me OD. And my wife now, but she's like a hard critic on me. So like, if she don't like it, she's like, it was all right. I'm like, all right, now I gotta up it now. Cause you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you guys motivate me, bro. Even to get in the gym. Y'all know, like y'all have pushed me to get in the gym and stay consistent. Like,
Now you looking bigger though.
you know. All right, off this.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was
My
the
fault.
shirt or like, you know
We're
what
gonna
I'm
get off
saying?
this, you know.
I mean, that kind of led into my next question because I was gonna ask, like, with somebody who's achieved so much in your field at such like a young age, bro. Like, I was gonna say, what does success even look like to you now?
Wow.
How do you gauge it now from how you once did before?
Well, I don't think it changed in the sense that I really believe for me, success for me. I want to make that clear because I don't want anybody saying I'm defining success. I believe success for me is when the people around you feel loved by you. I feel like success for me is when the people around you, they feel special, they feel worthy, they feel valuable. Of course, they grow closer to God. They grow in their knowledge of God. And to me, bro, I always tell people, if I die right now, bro, today my last breath, you guys, everybody in this room, if what I just said I've done for them, they'll say yeah.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
for me, that's success. If the world is one thing, bro, like, and I pray that my work continues to reach the world. But if y'all, the closest to me, will be like, I ain't gonna lie, Al, you don't make me feel loved. You don't make me feel special. You don't make me feel valuable. You just make me feel like maybe an object or somebody to be used for the ministry or a tool, then that's to me, or watch this, if I lead in a way where you guys have followed anything that I've done out of fear versus I believe you guys have followed out of love and inspiration. I feel like when people wonder, like, how is Al able to gather so many people? It's because those same people I've served, I've loved. I don't believe I've asked anybody, especially close to me, for anything first. I always believe my approach was, let me serve first, let me love you first, and inevitably, you'll jump in, you'll buy in, you'll walk with, you'll achieve the mission. And the biggest task I ever asked from y'all was to fight for the church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people I remember that when we had like that era where like, yo, how are you getting these young people to come to the church outside of Sunday? Like they hear every day of the week. And I'm like, it's love. It's love. Love created a home. Love and service created a space. I remember y'all was coming with y'all laptops. I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want to get canceled, but y'all was coming, building, creating, and everybody, God showed me, everybody had their own room. Nobody was trying to be like Al. No one was trying to be like you. Everybody was doing their own thing. And to me, God would just have me sit back and watch y'all. And I was like, dang, yo, it's so beautiful to see you guys grow. You guys have become faithful servants of God. You guys have grown in your knowledge of who God is, but then your heart, y'all work. Bro, I don't want to cry. So to make a long story short, that's success for me.
Yeah.
When the people you consider meaningful to you, like when they feel loved by you, bro, like, and that's what Jesus said, they'll know you by your love. And I feel like my life, bro, will always be categorized as, yo, Al really loves his people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'll let you ask another question.
Well, I was gonna say, even knowing you, bro, I think you're very relatable. Like knowing you personally, it was kind of easy to just, adapt to you and follow your lead, because like you've been through a lot of stuff that we've all been through, and seeing that, knowing like, okay, so this guy just not one of them, because you used to be the youth leader.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say too much about how he was back in the day, but what I'm saying is like, yo, I would see you and I'm like, yo, if he doing this, I definitely should be doing this, because he used to be worse than me, like, and I used to be wilding. So I'm like, if he could change, yo, I feel like maybe I could change. And then, like just seeing you come up and do the certain things you do, it was inspirational to me, bro. So.
Oh yeah, I was crazy.
Yeah,
You should tell him the story. So Matt had this beautiful bracelet that I at the time it was popping.
It was.
The Cimbella bracelet.
Yeah.
We can say it. It was lit. And
nice. It was the black one. No, it was the red, white, and black.
Yeah,
one,
and I wanted it, but my
tell him
mom
it was glistening though.
It was glistening.
Okay.
And I was a sneakerhead. So I tried to bribe him with like sneakers. I'd be like, bro, I get you this sneaker. I just need that bracelet off your wrist, bro. He'd be like, yo, get out my face. Yo, come on. I'm like, yo, come on. Yo, you gonna turn on some sneakers?
But the junk was every day though. But see, the thing is, he told me I didn't need it.
Yeah,
like, yo,
I'm like, you don't even need that. Yo, you're not even wearing it, right?
And I'm like, how you gonna tell me what I need and I don't even know you like that?
And then it took him almost 10 years later to gift me with a Cimbella bracelet. That junk is so out of style now.
It's the thought that
I received
counts,
it.
though,
I
right?
was so grateful. And I remembered,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
bullied him after every service, probably.
I wouldn't say bully, but like.
Nah, I pushed you against the wall. So, no, that's funny though. But yeah, that's crazy, yo. We go way back.
Nah, facts. Back when you was.
Okay, next question. Next question.
This next question is a question I ask all my guests, bro. It's called the Matt moment. So it's an acronym to play onto the name. Stop looking at me like that.
I'm good.
It's an acronym to play on the name. Is when you made a transition or a turnaround in your life, where you said, okay, like this is not getting me nowhere. Like I need to make a change in my life, because if I keep going down the road I'm going right now, I'm literally just about to just crash out. Like, and I'm not really gonna. So what would you say was your Matt moment in your life?
I ain't make your podcast deep, but I'm really, all of my teaching right now is on self-sabotage. Because I'm realizing now, it's what God really showed me. Self-sabotage, bro, if not addressed, it will become your portion in life. And what that simply means is, if there's anything in your life that you're doing that's destroying you, you could just say goodbye to your destiny. You could say goodbye to your future. You could say goodbye to relationships that you love. And I've had so much self-sabotage in my life. And so I will think about the most recent one that I've just learned about. Two was learned about. Number one, I don't know when it started, but I think it had to do in my childhood. I believed that withholding information protects people. And that's not true. Now in leadership, yes, you have to use discretion. Like you can't tell everybody everything. Some stuff like I even couldn't tell y'all, because I'm like, I gotta protect y'all. I wanted y'all to enjoy so much that we have enjoyed. And it just really wasn't y'all business. Like as a leader, you don't disclose everything that goes on.
Of course.
Not in ministry, not at your job, nothing. But to some degree, there are certain things where I've learned that I have to trust in other people's capacity. So if there are people that are close to me that need to know information, it doesn't really matter if I think they can handle it. It's probably best that I trust that they have enough capacity to. And so like that has gotten me in a lot of trouble where I realized this don't work. Like thinking, all right, let me protect you by not saying this. That don't work. It makes things worse. And you also can sabotage a beautiful relationship because they may not understand why you was doing it. They may not see where you coming from. And then with that too, like the same thing on just not just the capacity, but just like if you don't feel like, let's say you don't feel like there are people that are going to be supportive of your transitions, of your moves, like regardless of what that looks like, it's probably best that you just live boldly, live proudly. Like if you want to do something, bro, and you say you're going to do it and people don't really rock with it, it's cool. Just don't fold. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't, if the situation requires you to, let's say, disclose information and you anticipate a negative outcome, or
Yeah.
negative reaction, it's probably best that you just trust it again. Like trust that whatever happens, what's supposed to happen. And leave everything up to God. Like leave every consequence, every negative reaction to God. Like if you have something to say that is gonna cause maybe people to come against you or not rock with you or whatever it may cause, just charge to the game and trust that that was supposed to happen. Period. And so that I realized, like, I've tried for too long to try to create beautiful moments or create beautiful things, period. And like, I'm a type of dude where like, if I'm drawing a picture, bro, I don't want nobody to see that picture until I finish it. And that comes from obviously, well, not obviously, but for me, not really having validation from my father growing up really built this idea that like, I can't talk about things until they're finished. I can't disclose things until it's done because I have to show you that it works.
Yeah.
I'm not big on like, oh, this is my idea. And I learned that when I was young, I used to internalize when I talked about my ideas in like the embryo stage, so to speak, when it wasn't just an idea. Like I internalized people's disapproval.
Yeah.
And it made me not want to do the thing I really wanted to do. And so somewhere in my life, I must have grew up thinking like, all right, I won't speak on it until it's done.
So you like delayed gratification almost?
Delayed gratification for me, but here's where the self-sabotage showed up. It can affect people. Like if some people feel like, dang, like you kept this from me, so to speak, the whole time, it's like, I just really wanted to present a finished product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, that's to answer your question. That's an area in my life where I realized like that don't work. It don't work. And you know, I think there's a time and place. I think that, you know, I'm probably still gonna be a private person by all my moves.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. And I really am a strong believer that I like showing off finished products. You know me, every time I say something, you know this, every time I say something like, oh, this opportunity came up, that jump don't happen. Like
Yeah,
it just
bro.
like something crazy happens, you know, only a few of the people here know, but like you've seen big opportunities come my way. And when I just said a little bit about it, it never happens.
But I think it's hard to like keep that in, bro. Especially
Well,
if it's something that's like,
yeah,
yo, that
I mean,
you're
I
not
don't-
excited about.
I'm not saying it's Bible. I'm saying I realized it don't work for Albaner no more. Not the some things. Again, I'm just gonna stay private, period. That's just me.
Yeah.
And I get that from my mom. We're a very private family, but I just think to some degree in context, it's probably best to trust people's capacity. That way you don't breach relationships that mean the most to you.
I like that.
Yeah,
You dropped some gems, brother.
I hope so.
All right, well, I got a couple personal questions for you. Now, it ain't nothing crazy.
I'm gonna be slower. I'm gonna be faster with my answers though.
Okay,
Cause we probably been here
fine.
long, and I don't want your viewers to be like, bruh.
I mean, it ain't been that long, dog.
I'm still gonna talk faster. My
Okay.
wife is gonna kill me though for that.
Okay, please don't.
She'd be like, slow down.
Dang, I can't ask you this. Okay, what is your biggest regret?
My biggest regret.
Your biggest regret.
I'm gonna say this on your podcast.
And don't say you don't got no regrets.
I have a regret. It's
Okay.
big, and I don't want to be. That's gonna sound
why.
really weird, but I'm a firm believer. I need to say this now that I'm a married man, and this has nothing to do with my marriage. I'm just saying now that I'm married, I recognize why you probably shouldn't do it. My biggest regret, even though I really don't have a regret, but if I could choose one, I wouldn't have sex before marriage.
I like that.
If any guy I meet from this point on in my life, I swear to you, bro, I'm gonna tell him, yo, don't have sex before marriage. Trust me. Like, it's the greatest investment you can ever make into your wife.
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta elaborate on that, bro. You can't just.
Right. Because I know you've had sex before marriage. It's like, I just playing. I'm just playing.
Is he good?
Right. No, I told you it's gonna get crazy because this is important. Watch this though. Bro, no gas.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mom.
Hey, yo.
Listen,
Yeah.
sexual sin
Right.
is opening the door to so many demonic spirits. Here's the problem. You think, all right, you know, you good, this is da da da. Nah.
Yeah.
Bro, the devil will do anything he can to interfere with intimacy in your marriage. And this, it's just familiar spirits sometimes just harassing you, and they're going to bring up other ties you've had. Watch this. It's not about the girl you was with or for a woman, a dude she was with. It's the spirit.
Right.
You don't play with lustful spirits, bro. Them lustful spirits, bro. I mean, all spirits are dangerous, but the one that's most rampant among Christians, because it can go undetected, because people think lust is always sex. If I could tell a young man, bro, do not have sex before marriage, I promise you. I get it. Learn everything you need to learn with your wife. I promise you. I know you think you got to do this to be cool. I know you think you got to do this to fit in. But bro, if you can, don't have sex before marriage. And so I'm not exaggerating saying my biggest regret. But if I could go back in time.
I feel that though.
To keep my vessel pure, to keep unnecessary attacks out of my life, just even leading up to marriage. Because it's not just about the marriage. It's about your preparation to be married. Like, you got to develop discipline. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And I always tell y'all, it's always going to be another woman. Always. So if you don't ever learn discipline, you don't ever learn self-control, which comes when you've been practicing celibacy or abstinence. I just heard the definition of both, and I just going to say both.
Yeah, facts, because I
think celibacy is, come on, help me, crowd. Celibacy is when
it's like on and off.
You're not doing it at all.
Abstinence
is
like,
you wait until marriage. Yeah. So
okay.
if you're practicing being abstinent, wait until marriage, like, you're gonna develop a discipline and a self-control and a respect for your vessel. Sexual sin, that's the one sin that you're directly affecting your vessel. So yeah, bro, like, I know it seems cliche, it sounds so corny, and I know it's gonna be a very hard journey, but I hope anybody that hears this and is inspired by me, I really pray that they receive the grace to not have sex until they get married. Yeah. And when you find your person, and it's for all y'all too, when you find your person, bro, don't all this delaying to get married. Like, y'all know my story. I was dead serious when I was like, I need stability. And once the grace lifted off being single, I was a dub. I was like, oh nah, what are these desires? What is happening?
Yeah.
So when you find your person out, don't delay. All that, money, I gotta get my bread up. It's all fake. Marry that girl if you know she's your person, you feel called by God to do that. Because all this, you planning you propose to your girl, you gonna wait 2 years to marry her because you want to have a big wedding. Now y'all tempted to have sex.
Yeah.
Bro, just marry that girl, plan something bigger. Just don't get canceled like me. But yeah, bro, just marry her. Just, you know what I'm saying? And then you just, that way you just stay honest before God and pure before God. I didn't do that. So I'm not saying I did it. I'm just saying, like, if I could go back in time, I promise you, bro, the greatest investment any man could do. I can't speak for the women, but obviously same thing. But for us, don't have sex before marriage. And that doesn't mean you're doomed if you did. I'm just saying there's a cool momentum you could have had if you just hadn't done it. But you're going to have to go through extra fights, extra things you're going to have to battle and keep under and destroy your flesh, deny your flesh constantly. Again, not just in marriage, but as you're leading up to marriage. So if you're dating someone right now, I'm not saying you are or you aren't. If you are, don't have sex with that girl, bro. And if you want to have sex with that girl, put a ring on her finger. I promise you, it's way better.
I like that you're preaching, brother.
That's it.
For the ladies. Next question.
I'm just keeping it real because y'all my boys and I love y'all.
Cuz threw me under the bus though, talking about, because you had sex.
I didn't say you did.
But I'm just saying, like, why'd you have to say that? What's up with him?
My fault. Just cut it out, that's all.
Okay. Nah, we gonna keep it real, but
yeah, see, hey man, you need to get saved. That's it, you gotta get your life to Christ.
That's fine. Answer this question. Do black men cheat? It's like, nah, I'm playing. We ain't gonna do that, we ain't gonna do that.
I was gonna crack a joke, but the camera take it too far. Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Hey, yo. Do you have a yes and all right, no, I'm playing.
Let me clarify something. There's a lot of beautiful, amazing women in New Jersey. I recently said that there's no women in New Jersey there.
Yeah, you wild.
So many amazing women in New Jersey. Amen.
Yeah.
We're in Jersey right now. I'm home. I said it on another podcast too. I think it dropped tonight.
That's fire though.
I'm gonna address it on every podcast.
Nah, yeah, because you did say some wild junk.
Yeah. It was a joke, but I love Jersey for sure.
Najla felt that.
I did.
What's a personal goal you're currently working towards?
Personal goal I'm currently working towards. Being an amazing husband. I feel like I've been killing it. I ain't gonna hold. I feel like I've been killing it. She over there, you know what I mean?
Has he?
Yeah.
What you been doing?
Personal goal though, I just wanna continue to learn how to be better. Like, I'm learning. Y'all know me, like, I really be serving. So like, I've literally just made her my whole like ministry, bro. Like,
so you like get up, make breakfast, and like
I don't make breakfast.
You sweep anything
you could think of. If she need me, I'm there. Real rap. Like I love to serve. Like I'm an active service boy, so you know me. Like you know, feel me? Like I'm not gonna talk about our little situation or our schedule, but like
No, of course.
anything she need, I'm there. Anything she going through, I'm there. Anything in the house she don't feel like doing, I'm good. I'm there. I'm all in. I want to be the best husband I could be.
Yeah.
Cause I'm about to get busy again, so you know I want her to make sure she remember this time.
No, that's good.
Like, no, I'm teasing, but no, for real. I want to be a great husband, bro.
No,
Like,
that
that's
is.
my like I've gotten to the point. I'm not letting nothing interfere with my marriage.
Yeah, as you should though.
You say that, but you don't. It don't really click until you start building with another individual. Like when you get married, bro, there's this cool thing that happens. You start building with another person to the point where you realize, like, oh no, we both got too much equity in this, too much stake in this. We put too much time and effort in this. We're not about to let nobody from the outside. We're not about to let no drama from the outside. We're not about to let no little small thing ruin this. Like, bro, when you marry your person, bro, you gonna see.
Well, has the transition been easy then? So I'm like knowing your lifestyle, it's like you just be like just going
We was
100
talking
miles
about
per
this.
hour.
We was talking about this in the car. I had to stop everything, bro, just to focus on her. Obviously, you know, our journey was a little faster. It wasn't the traditional journey.
Right.
I knew I needed to settle down. The grace lifted off my life to be single, bro. Like, y'all know me. I never was trying to be married. I wasn't into none of that. I just didn't really care for companionship.
Yeah.
The grace lifted out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, so this is what the singles be talking about. I used to be like, y'all just need to get to work. And y'all just need to stay focused. Pick up the things God's calling you to. That sounds good when you have the grace, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I was really like, oh. And y'all know the story about Pastor Ray. I was like, yo, like, I need to really start dating. Like, I need to really start, like, looking and, like, seeing how this is going to go. But I'm like, I'm always at this church. So the transition was really, I got blessed because I didn't know right away. But when it happened, like, I really was like, oh, shoot, like, this is my person. I got to lock in. I told her, I was like, I ain't going to hold. I might have to stop the tour to really focus on our relationship.
That's love.
I might have to really pause everything I'm doing to really like get to know you, get focused, and really start building. Like, cause I was gonna fall in the trap like I always do. I just be working, bro. I never made time for a relationship, and so I'm praying that as I'm in retirement right now, and if God needs me, He calls me out. But like right now, bro, I'm now in the rhythm of like what I had to do, which was I had to pause everything, bro, to really focus on that. And that's how you know I really work too much, because you're like, dang, how much you have to stop?
Well, that's what I'm saying, because I know you really about your work.
Bro, to this day, bro, like we have a limit on, you know, when I'm on my phone,
Yeah.
when I'm on my computer, like I want Lemire keep going hard, but like I can't be up all night no more, bro. I be, you know, I be working, bro.
Yeah.
So like, now I just watch TV and Netflix and
Yeah,
we
exactly.
watch our movies now, we eat, and
It's beautiful.
I be sneaking stuff in there. I be working, but it's I have a schedule now. I have a really legit schedule now. Shout out to the Momentum Academy. I'm doing that right now for a little bit until that season comes to a close. I'm probably gonna be traveling again. I don't know. I got a surprise for y'all.
Is that an exclusive or like?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just trusting God. Right now, my focus is, you know, my wife, and just, you know, we want to celebrate. We ain't really get to celebrate, you know. We went through some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So like we ain't never get to celebrate yet. So we that's all we focused on, celebrating. People have been showing us love, supporting us, and so yeah.
I mean, you gotta put that laptop down, bro. I ain't
sound
gonna
like
hold you at
I
night.
sound like an old head, bro.
Yeah, you look like one too. 5. Get into the next one.
Okay. I'm being very chill.
You got a good
I
fit
ain't
on
crack
though. I'm
no,
just
I
saying,
ain't crack
like,
no jokes, but come
all
on.
right. We'll do like 2 more, then we're gonna get into a game so I can smoke you real quick.
Okay.
So, what's the best advice and the worst advice you've ever received?
Worst advice I ever received?
Best and worst.
The worst advice I ever received. I'll start with that.
That's fine.
Dang, there's so many, but I'll say the worst is don't receive help from nobody. Like don't let nobody see you like down. Like don't let nobody like don't be vulnerable and ask for help. Like just say no thank you.
Just thug it out.
Thug it out. Worst advice ever. Not no more. You'll never see me moving like that.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to tell you I need help.
Nah, you do.
But see, back in the day though, that's all false humility. But because I've talked about it publicly a million times, it came from how I was raised. We were raised to say no to everybody. Don't receive no help.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not my life no more, bro. And you know how aggressive I am with everybody. Get out of that mode. Don't suffer in silence. Ask for help. Worst advice I ever received, for sure. And then the other one is wait for the right time.
That's the best?
Worst.
Oh.
There is no right time. There's an appropriate time.
Yeah. That's
But
facts.
that whole waiting for the right time thing,
It never
that's why a
comes.
lot of people never got a chance to do what they really want to do. They're waiting for the right moment. There is no
Yeah.
right moment. There's the appropriate time, like how you got to wait till a certain age before you get your driver's license. There's a time and place, so you don't just do everything in the moment. But if it's something that you really want to do, bro, like you really want to do, you feel called to do, you have joy, you want to do it, do it. Start as soon as possible, right where you are. Don't wait. You will wait forever.
Yeah.
Best advice? Dang, bro, I ain't even gonna hold you. The best advice I ever received was probably from God and His Word, which is just to simply put Him first. And if you put God first, all these other things will be added unto you. And I don't want to get in my bag, but I will keep going.
I thought you was about to say, here's what I've learned.
Like,
I
well,
like that, though.
here's what I've learned. No, real rap though.
Not those.
Don't worry about anything.
That's good.
Bro, but in all things, be grateful, be thankful, pray, and you will receive the peace of God. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You don't have to worry, but I ain't gonna get in my bag because you still got stuff you got to do. So
No, we just got one more. That was good though. I like that.
for real, just apply it.
Actually, I gotta ask you two more, bro. I'm sorry.
No problem. Go ahead.
So, what's the best and the worst part of being Albaner?
The worst part about being Albaner, bro, no gas.
The meet and greet?
No.
Oh.
The worst part is, I will say a quote from The Dark Knight. You either gonna die a hero, or you're gonna live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And the worst part about me is that because I'm in the limelight, and because God uses me, and that's what people see as the majority of me, people will admire me and put me on a pedestal, that the moment I make a mistake, it is a big deal.
Right.
That's the worst part. Like I always just say, like, I hate that, and unconsciously, I don't think people do it on purpose, but my humanity is usually robbed from me, because it's like people do hold me to such a high regard. So if I make a mistake, it's like dang. Like anybody that talks to me, and some of the guys here know, when you come to me, you tell me something you did, good, bad, ugly, and I always say, yo, if you ain't kill somebody, if you ain't do this, then you good. But other than that, what's going on? I'm here. I'm always greeting people with love. There's nothing, none of y'all have ever told me I was like, no, I was like, yo, okay, this is how we gonna get through this. You know what I'm saying? I know it's scary, I know it's rough. Okay, you messed up, whatever. And y'all know I've heard some crazy stuff from y'all. But it's love, because I know what it's like to be down and to need somebody to hold me up.
Right.
But because of the role that I play, because of the ministry that I have, bro, it's just like if I make a mistake, it hit different. And I charge to the game because it come with the territory. Too much is given, much is required. And it's like, I represent Christ, so it's like, you're held to a certain standard. And so the worst part is, I can't make the same mistakes. I can, but when I do, even if it's not even a mistake, if it's a bad decision, it's like my decisions affect so many people. And then, it could be something where you be like, oh, it's not that deep. But if Al did it, it's like, dang, Al did that. What you're really expressing is, you held me to a certain standard. You expected more from me, which I appreciate.
Like people forget you human.
People forget, unconsciously. Yeah. I think when they think about it, like, oh yeah, he's just human. But in the moment, it's like, ooh, which rightfully so. That's what comes with a leader. When you're a leader, you got charged to the game.
Right.
The best part is, bro, I ain't gonna hold. I'm not trying to be funny, bro. I love being effective. So let me start it like that. I love being effective. And I love that God uses me in a way where I'm in touch with the gift that He's calling me to use, and that I can steward it very well. Like, I take pride in knowing I'm gonna gather all these people in the room, and we're gonna have a powerful time in God, and y'all are gonna leave inspired and encouraged, filled with hope, filled with encouragement. So like the best part is, like, I lie to you not, bro. Like, I get to wake up every day and just be myself.
Yeah.
I get to wake up every day and just do what I love. I get to wake up and just inspire people. Like, my mom said that when I was a kid. She said I walked up to her and I would look at her and be like, why are you sad, Mom? Why are you sad? And I would just try to encourage her. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, to know that I get to wake up every day I don't like people. I'm not putting on for the camera. I'm not putting on for nobody in the audience. Like I get to just be myself. Like you come to what's the word? I just crack jokes, being myself, and then God moves in special ways. So like to know I don't have to fake it, to know that I didn't get this far by being somebody I wasn't, that I gotta keep up some image. Like the most new thing people gonna get from me is like, oh, he funny, like he cracked jokes. But if you're around me, you knew that already. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's probably the best part. I get to wake up and be myself and effortlessly, so to speak, because I'm being myself. I get to inspire the world. So like that's probably the best part, for sure.
That's tough.
Yeah, for sure.
So your job is being yourself.
Legit. Well, not all the time, because sometimes being yourself gets you in trouble. Like I said, I make mistakes. I make a lot of bad decisions sometimes. All right, the people getting tired, so what's going on?
Okay, this is the last question.
I'm not rushing you.
What's a misconception people have about you?
It's what my wife said. She said when she met me, she was wondering if she's like, oh wow, he really dope. Like he's well-rounded. Like he's funny. He like to play.
IG, you be coming off like, yeah, and like.
So I guess that's the misconception that in 60 seconds of a reel, you're gonna get my personality.
Well, I'm saying because every time people's only seeing you on IG,
for sure,
and you would just have the deep voice, like how we always say you change your voice up, and that jump be mad deep out of nowhere. And it's like when you come up over here, and he like. Like you come with us and be like, but you go IG and he's like,
no.
You see, when God moved, and we like, who the heck is that?
Whoa.
Okay, but it's not like that. But I'm just saying, you just.
Let's say this.
You switched your voice.
I didn't switch my voice. When I talk fast, my voice gets higher.
Okay.
When I take my time, see, people don't know this. Y'all laughing. People don't know this. My mom hates when I talk in slang.
Okay, yeah.
She'd be like, stop talking in slang. I'm like, I'm trying. But the only way to do that, I got to slow down and I got to focus.
Right.
Pastor Jason used to get on me for this. My wife get on me for this. They'd be like, yo, stop talking so fast. So I'm like, okay. If I take my time. That's the IG voice. You think I'm changing my voice. All I did was get serious, get focused.
It comes off better though.
So in order for me to not talk in slang,
in
order for me to make sure my point gets across effectively, I have to slow down. I'm not changing my voice though. This is literally my voice. And now, watch this now.
I believe you.
The biggest misconception, you better believe me, I don't got time for that. If anybody watches the full videos on YouTube, I probably cracked a joke. I probably made something, I don't know. I laugh and play a lot. I just think that my biggest focus though, before I get into your question, is that my personality never gets in the way of the message.
Yeah.
If you watch my videos and all you could take away is, oh, bull funny.
You watching for the wrong reason.
Bull, mad cool. It's like, oh, you didn't see Jesus. You didn't get a revelation about who God was. You didn't get better in your relationships. I'm failing.
Yeah.
If every takeaway is me.
Right.
You feel me? So I feel like, you remember, we come from an era where like we didn't know who the gospel artists were. We just knew their music. Everybody was only known for their music. We never knew them. And I think one of the downfalls to a lot of people is y'all post too much of you, bro. Like I feel like me, I will humbly say this. I don't believe people really rock with me. I think people rock with and love how God uses me.
Right.
And as long as I keep that as the forefront, everybody will be good. The more I give of myself, somebody gonna be offended. Somebody not gonna like this joke. Somebody may not like what I said on the podcast. I don't got time for you to see me. Get God and let me enjoy my private life and my quiet life and my people, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only doing podcasts now because I recognize that it is a season where I have a lot of things coming out, so to speak, that I really should probably give more of the relatable aspects. Like, oh wow, he talks about those things.
Yeah.
He's been through these things. Things that will just further solidify either the message or like when the book drops. If I say, hey, go buy my book, you're like, for what? We don't even know you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me give a little bit more to emphasize the message, but I still want to maintain my privacy. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not about to do like no tell all. I just want to help people, bro. And so if given a little more of like the family oriented side of me, if it helps somebody be like, wow, I can relate to this guy. Like somebody watched our podcast and was like, yo, like he's actually a really chill guy. I can relate to him more now to know that he's not like this perfect, polished dude. Yeah. So if that's the case, then sure, I'll give you just a little more. But you're not about to see me posting, not that anything's wrong with it. You're just not going to see me like vlogging. in my pajamas with my wife in the house. Like, nah,
Yeah, no, of course.
you're not ever gonna know that side of me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so, and that's just me. I think that's dope for a lot of people. I think that's their style. I think that's awesome for me. I just want to be known for the work. So the biggest misconception that I can think about that everybody thinks is that I'm talking to myself in my videos. Yeah. Whoever is there to help me, whether it's a lot of y'all or one or two, yeah, that's the biggest misconception. 100%.
Fact.
I'm serious. It really bothers me.
I know, I've been there.
Because thank you. Back in the day when we used to do those big crazy films, like I used to have people that would be okay with staying in it, and then as soon as God has enlarged my territory, so to speak, or soon stuff started going viral, nobody want to be in the videos no more. Don't show my face. And it's like, all right. Well.
Yeah.
And I be needing y'all because y'all pull on me. Y'all really, the stories I'm telling them it really be about y'all. I'm just telling stories about how we talk. So,
No, that's true.
biggest misconception for sure.
I will back you up on that. Well, I'll vouch for you because I dead been in the room. And
Thank you.
now, what if you like, you know what I'm saying, you want to make a video, ain't nobody there though. Now, have you, sometimes you just talking to the wall or something? Like, keep it a stack. Like, nah, like, what's up? Like, don't be trying like,
Well,
or
first,
like you be talking to like this,
first things first.
the statue or something.
First things first, for anybody that got this far in the podcast really loves you.
Yeah.
I mean, they really care. I'm not that interesting. You're definitely not that sound playing. But next question.
I was gonna say a quote to just say like pretty much wrap up what you said.
For
It's
sure.
like if you know me and you have a problem with me, then text me. If you don't know my number, then you don't know me well enough to not like me. So I feel like that kind of relates to you because you're saying all this stuff about how people like, you know, see you in a certain light and all this other stuff like that. And I just feel like, I don't know.
Well, you said that, not me. I
That kinda
didn't say the quote.
Okay.
I just thought, but I feel what you're saying. I don't think it bothers me. I don't think it's hate. I just think people are curious.
Yeah.
Like I remember one comment, somebody was like, yo, I just be feeling like Al is in the park talking to the grass. And I'm like, well, as long as you got the message.
That's a fact. It'd be looking like that though, but nah, for sure. You dead.
I would look like a crazy person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. So we're gonna get into the game now. Now the game, it's a little cup game, right? So I think this is what you was telling me about. It's gonna be like a bin.
Can't be.
It's
Are you
gonna be a
serious?
bin.
You're gonna do that right now?
Yeah.
Matthew. I said your full name. That's how you know I'm serious.
We're gonna have a bin. We're gonna line up some cups. You're gonna stack them in. Whoever stack them in the first wins. Stack them in.
How are you gonna do that?
Dang, what am I?
How are you gonna do that?
Stacks them in first, bro. You gonna move this out the way?
You think you on ESPN?
You don't want to do it?
How
you
we gonna-
scared?
I'm
Bro,
not scared.
We got mad space.
So you're gonna move all these cameras to fit this.
We're just gonna move it back a little bit.
This is gonna be to make the people watch all the way to the end. They wanna know, how did he get this joker to play this game?
And they gonna see. You act like you don't want to play it.
I wanna play, but
Okay, so let's go.
how are you gonna do this?
So we're gonna move that.
All right,
We're gonna
we
move
good on the mic because I'm
that
mic'd up.
back.
So
We're gonna move that
we're
back.
recording this.
We're gonna move this.
What audio we're recording this?
We're gonna move this.
I'm asking you, you okay? You comfortable with that?
That's fine, bro.
Don't say nothing crazy.
What I'm gonna say?
Because if you say something crazy, it'll make me say something crazy. So how are they recording this? Like, is our like bottom area in the frame?
Well, I mean, if they just zoom out, you can see all of us, right? Am I tripping? Yeah, what are you talking
I
about?
can't believe we're doing this.
Bro, just move.
He's trying to go viral. That's what he said. Now I gotta beat you on camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, I can't believe you're about that. So
I ain't gonna lie, she rolled the carpet up a little bit.
no, I can't. You know that game involves running, right? You're not serious. So let me just help you then, bro, because you about to have us here all night doing this. This is crazy. We're gonna do this. So who am I? The one that's gonna run? Because that's
What
the
you mean?
person. That's
the
the
object of the game.
That's the person who wins, the one who runs.
Yeah, but we both gotta start
yes,
right
that
here
was-
though. The
and
object of the, you know the game, bro.
I
Why
do
you
know-
acting like you don't know?
I just think that I can't believe we're doing this in this small space. All right, well, if he said you can see everything,
Y'all think we should add one more?
No.
All right.
y'all should probably freehand it then.
I'm about to.
Hey, Will.
I can't believe this is happening.
Will,
You're on Matthew?
Will,
Nah.
give me a countdown.
I ain't scared. I gotta beat him now.
Will, give me a 3, 2, 1.
This is gonna go viral. You wildin'. You like it better. I need some views. Don't leave me hanging on camera.
Nah, cause what you talking about?
I was, you cracked jokes on me all day.
I did.
Dang, I can't believe this. I'm the one running, right?
You can't use them frozen powers here, brother. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, yo, my head. Ah, that hurt. That hurt. Yo, my head is on fire right now. Yo, that jug hurt. My like tooth hit my face and like I gotta sit down, bro. Why your head so strong?
That was your noggin, bro. Dang.
Who won? I won, right?
No, I dead one. How? I got mine in
First of all, I wasn't even there doing that. Like I was unconscious.
but I got my.
What's the cup right there?
Okay,
his, right?
is that how the podcast ends?
Yeah, that was it. Yo, thank you.
I'm
for
injured.
being on there. That was nice.
That hurt.
Yo,
I feel like my tooth fell out my mouth.
This is bro. Yo, bro, thank you for coming out here, brother. It was beautiful.
Give me some ice.
I will.
He's been a great host, y'all. Listen, like, comment, subscribe, follow his
Please.
podcast. Get your hand off my shoulder. So nah, but yeah, this is dope.
Thank you, brother.
All right, cut the cameras. Cut
Yo.
the cameras. I'm about to fall out.
Dang, bro, you really did clock my whole big head.